The journey to connection is not always easy, but it is in the challenges that we discover the strength of our bonds. The space between here and there is a canvas painted with the colors of anticipation and anxiety. To approach someone is to offer them a glimpse into our inner world, a window into our soul. The anxiety of meeting someone is often the fear of being vulnerable, of revealing our true selves. Sometimes the most beautiful connections are built on the shared understanding of human frailty. The road to human connection is paved with the courage to be present, to fully engage with the moment. To anticipate a meeting is to hold a delicate hope, a wish for connection and understanding. The silence before a greeting is a space filled with the potential for connection, the promise of shared moments. We carry within us a history of interactions, and it shapes our expectation as we approach new encounters. The act of approaching someone is a gesture of openness, a willingness to bridge the gap between two worlds. Sometimes the most profound connections are born from the shared language of vulnerability, the unspoken understanding of human emotion. The journey to another soul is a tapestry woven with threads of hope, fear, and anticipation. To prepare for a meeting is to arrange the pieces of our identity, hoping they form a cohesive whole. The weight of anticipation is a testament to the power of human connection, the desire to be seen and understood. We are all walking narratives, and the stories we share with others are the most significant, yet the most delicate. The fear of rejection is a constant companion on the path to human connection. To approach someone is to offer them a piece of our story, a gift that can be both cherished and overlooked. The act of reaching out is a silent question, a hopeful inquiry into the possibility of shared understanding. Every encounter is a potential crossroads, a moment where our paths can either diverge or intertwine. The anticipation of a meeting is a rehearsal of our best selves, a delicate performance of hope and vulnerability. To approach someone is to navigate a labyrinth of unspoken expectations, a journey into the heart of human interaction. The anxiety of connection is often the fear of being truly known, of revealing the depths of our inner landscape. Sometimes the most profound bonds are forged in the shared understanding of our imperfections, the acceptance of our flaws. The road to human connection is a path of mutual discovery, a journey where we learn as much about ourselves as we do about others. To anticipate a meeting is to hold a fragile dream, a vision of connection that we hope to bring into reality. The silence before a greeting is a canvas of potential, a space where unspoken emotions can paint a masterpiece of connection. We carry within us a library of past interactions, and its pages inform our approach to every new encounter. The act of approaching someone is a gesture of trust, a willingness to open the doors of our hearts. Sometimes, the most meaningful connections arise from the shared language of vulnerability, the unspoken understanding of human fragility. The journey to another soul is a dance of give and take, a rhythm of mutual respect and understanding. To prepare for a meeting is to gather the fragments of our experiences, hoping they form a coherent story of who we are. The weight of anticipation is a reminder of the human need for connection, the longing to be seen and valued. We are all walking narratives, and the stories we share with others are the threads that weave the tapestry of human connection. The fear of being misunderstood is a shadow that often accompanies us on the path to human connection. To approach someone is to offer them a glimpse of our inner world, a window into the depths of our soul. The anticipation of seeing someone can feel like holding a delicate flame, waiting for the moment when it ignites into a warm embrace. Sometimes, the most honest conversations are the ones we have with our doubts, the internal dialogues that shape our expectations. The act of meeting someone is a fusion of energies, a moment where two hearts resonate in harmony. To feel anxious about seeing someone and to acknowledge the depth of our emotional investment, the significance of the connection. The journey to connection is not always a smooth path, but it is in the challenges that we discover the strength of our bonds. The space between wanting to see and seeing is filled with the tension of expectation, the anticipation of reunion. To approach someone is to extend an invitation, a gesture of openness and welcome. The anxiety of meeting someone is often the fear of being exposed, of revealing the vulnerable parts of ourselves. The space between almost there and arrived is a tightrope walk of fluttering nerves and hopeful breaths. Sometimes, the closer we get, the clearer the shadows in our hearts become, whispering doubts we didn't know we held. The anticipation of reunion is a double-edged sword, sharpened joy and the dull ache of unspoken fears. To travel toward someone is to carry a suitcase filled with both the best and worst of our recent days. The heart beats a frantic rhythm when it knows it's about to be seen, truly seen, with all its cracks and whispers. There's a fragile dance between excitement and apprehension, each step a question mark on the path ahead. The road to connection is paved with the bricks of vulnerability, and each one feels heavy underfoot. To anticipate a meeting is to replay 1,000 scenarios, each one a potential future, each one a potential fear. The silence before a greeting can be deafening, filled with the echoes of unspoken words and unexpressed emotions. We carry within us a landscape of past encounters, and they shape the way we approach every new horizon of human interaction. The act of approaching someone is an act of courage, a leap into the unknown with only hope as a parachute. Sometimes, the most profound connections are born from the quiet spaces between spoken words, the shared breaths of unspoken anxieties. The journey to another soul is a winding path, fraught with the delicate balance of expectation and acceptance. To prepare for a meeting is to polish the fragments of ourselves, hoping they reflect a whole we aspire to be. The weight of anticipation is a tangible thing, a pressure in the chest that both excites and paralyzes. We are all walking stories, and the chapters we share with others are the most precious, yet the most vulnerable. The fear of being misunderstood is a constant companion on the road to human connection. To approach someone is to offer them a piece of your heart, a fragile offering that can be both cherished and shattered. The anticipation of seeing someone can feel like holding your breath, waiting for the moment when you can finally exhale. Sometimes, the most honest conversations are the ones we have with ourselves, the internal dialogues that precede every meeting. The act of meeting someone is a collision of worlds, a moment where two universes intersect and create something new. To feel anxious about seeing someone is to acknowledge the depth of your care, the vulnerability of your heart. The journey to connection is not always smooth, but it is in the bumps and detours that we often find the most profound truths. The space between hello and goodbye is a universe of shared moments, a tapestry woven with threads of emotion. To approach someone is to step into a mirror, to see a reflection of ourselves in their eyes. The anxiety of meeting someone is often the fear of being seen, truly seen, with all our imperfections. Sometimes, the most beautiful connections are born from the shared vulnerability of unspoken anxieties. The road to human connection is paved with the courage to be authentic, to show our true selves, even when it's scary. To anticipate a meeting is to hold a fragile hope, a wish for understanding and acceptance. The silence before a greeting is a space filled with the echoes of past encounters and the hopes for future ones. We carry within us a map of past relationships, and it guides our steps as we navigate new connections. The act of approaching someone is a leap of faith, a trust that the other person will meet us halfway. Sometimes the most profound connections are built on the foundation of shared anxieties, the understanding that we are all human. The journey to another soul is a dance of vulnerability and strength, a delicate balance of giving and receiving. To prepare for a meeting is to gather the fragments of our experiences, hoping they form a coherent narrative. The weight of anticipation is a reminder of the importance of human connection, the longing to be seen and understood. We are all walking stories, and the chapters we share with others are the most meaningful, yet the most fragile. The fear of being judged is a constant companion on the path to human connection. To approach someone is to offer them a piece of our soul, a gift that can be both cherished and rejected. The anticipation of seeing someone can feel like holding a fragile dream, waiting for the moment when it becomes reality. Sometimes, the most honest conversations are the ones we have with our fears, the internal dialogues that shape our expectations. The act of meeting someone is a convergence of energies, a moment where two hearts beat in unison. To feel anxious about seeing someone is to acknowledge the depth of your investment, the emotional stakes involved.